Alright, good afternoon. Welcome back to Three Swords Gaming. So we are jumping right back into the main story on Arknights Enfield. And where we left off, last video we actually kind of did like a bunch of... We can't get there this way. Cool, man. We did like a bunch of chores, essentially, right? Not chores. That's not really fair. We did some of the side quests and stuff like that to kind of try and get...
The prototype is now ready.
Mr. Andre, do we have an exact feasibility of your plan?
We have theoretical feasibility. The technological basis for the TATA prototype was formulated at the Ether test site. It was built using valuable data that cannot be acquired elsewhere. Yvonne would spend all day arguing with people about the prototype. Unfortunately, we don't have a chance to field test the thing. But I hope that our theories are correct.
Well, I hope so too, Andre. Okay, so like I was saying, not really chores per se, but we wanted to take care of some of the side quests that were here in the journal that would set us up for greater success before going into the next part of the story. And then, of course, also we raised our exploration level, which does mean that the foes going forward are going to be a bit more challenging. But honestly, like, because these characters had gone as high as they could in level and so forth, we were probably overdue for that. And so it'll probably be good for us to... We need some progression, right? We were due for progression. Oh, hey, Chin. What's up? Is Vonikov around? Are we ready to do this?
How are you doing? Is the crew affected by the ether rupture that just took place?
Everyone's fine. We followed the rules and evacuated for a bit. Thankfully, nothing too serious happened around here.
Good to hear.
But there's major blightery on the other end of this road. A few crewmates are already off to deliver the most essential supplies to the place. But there's just too much blight. We can't afford to risk our lives.
Being cautious is the right move. You need professional tools to handle professional work.
Got Tim the Toolman Taylor over here. What do you got, man? Nice tie, by the way, Andre.
We managed to make the prototype work on time. All thanks to the AIC and our hub-base engineers.
So the first time I saw TATA, or he'll get another name, he, she, whatever, the machine will get another name here soon. I thought the aesthetics were like really interesting. The aesthetics will make a lot more sense as we progress through this story, and I don't know if we're going to get to that point in this video. We probably will, but the whole TATA appearance is like going to click in a while. It's also consistent with the aesthetics of the entire game, though, as well, with the contour lines, like from a map, and the Endfield markings all over it, and then the color schemes. Like, look at Enman here. Like, it's a good match. How do we use the prototype to eliminate the blight? It's a valid question.
Once you're in a severely blighted area, activate the prototype's active interference function. This should expose the blight core. Then you'll have to manually inflict some physical interference to the exposed core.
You mean some chopping and slashing? Yeah, I can do that. This is way easier than a class on theoretical blightery.
Chen took a class on theoretical blightery.
Of course. But don't forget about the prototype's true function. Do whatever you can to escort it safely to the power plateau. We must use it to stop the expansion of the Ether Rift. Your mission will determine the survival of everything in Valley 4.
It's very dramatic.
Don't worry. We'll keep the prototype safe. It is our chance to avert this crisis. Let's not dally, team. Time to go.
Time to go.
Try to let the prototype travel on level ground. This road should take you to the power plateau.
Calling it prototype just doesn't feel right.
Alright, so this road should look familiar, and I mentioned this when the topic of the landslides first came up. In the very beginning, like the opening cutscene for the game, when Perlica and Enmin are on a motorcycle, Perlica's like driving the motorcycle, and they barely beat the landslide and all that, that was on this road. Like, and then we were like crashed, like right here, and progressed into that facility, and that facility's where the very first gameplay of the game takes place, right? Well, not counting like the flashbacks that Enmin experiences. Alright, let's move. Let's move into the Science Park, Originium Science Park, which is, I really like this playable area. I think it's very cool.
What's its full name again? Transizer... Tranquil... Automatic... Robocart? I remember it being TATA or something. I'll just call it Tata. What a cute and simple name. And I think it really likes the name. Tata is now official!
Alright, Tata from this point forward.
Stop! The area up ahead is under a state of emergency. No one is allowed to enter. Head over to the sentry post and register your identities.
Oh, guy.
Let me see. 3 individuals and a strange machine. We have a Liberi, a Vriva, and you're an Ager.
Hmm? You got it wrong. Look closely. I'm not a Viva. I'm a Lung.
Does that mean you're from the Hongshang Academy of Sciences? Why are you here?
We are from Endfield Industries. Director Chin should have synced our information with the WST already.
So I'm going to stop right here for a second. This is the first time in this game that the actual races comes up, and that was very interesting to me. And after encountering this part of the story on my main account, I went back and I watched some videos, like lore videos for the first Arknights game, and it turns out, and I did not know this, I'm one of those obnoxious people who came into like a fandom late because of the release of this game, not knowing anything about the lore from the original game, and the game's been around for like 6 years or whatever. And apparently there is very well developed lore for all the races and for the world that, you know, of Talos 2 and everything. Something that I did not really have appreciation for. And I didn't really have appreciation for it when I started this playthrough. And now, like, I do, like, I'm much more keen on, like, understanding the races and understanding the lore. So it's not just that they created a bunch of furries. There's lore going on here with these races, which is why Chen has the reaction she does about, you know, him correctly identifying her race and so forth. So it'll be interesting to see how the game handles that going forward, and how much effort they put into introducing some of the racial dynamics to a fan base that very possibly didn't get that from the first game. I'm very intrigued to see how that goes.
Endfield Industries. Let me check our personnel information database. You're not in the Endfield personnel database. Identify yourself.
I'm the administrator of Endfield Industries. Oh, she puts her hand on her hip. This is serious.
I guess that explains it.
Guess it does, young male crewmate, who does have a name, by the way.
Identity verified. Supervisor Perlica and Operator Chen, we have to be extremely circumspect given the sudden nature of the attack. And Administrator, the Security Bureau knows what your presence means for our situation.
His shirt is exceptionally tight. I bet that's uncomfortable. Like, can we get this guy just like a regular old t-shirt or something?
The UWST Security Bureau has no records of your information, but this Endfield file has been approved by my superiors. I have faith in your identity.
Appreciate it.
I believe you're here for that rift in the sky, right?
Very astute. Astute observation.
We're still investigating the Ether test site disaster, and must reach the place quickly.
Pursuant to the provisions of the Accord, the UWST is obliged to lend you assistance in your operations. But my primary task is to search and rescue local survivors. Apologies, but I'm afraid I must stay at my post. Keep going down this road and you'll reach the Ether test site. However, you might encounter masses of blight on your path.
Oh no.
Thank you for sharing this information. How should we address you?
Fabian Collins.
Mr. Fabian, you look troubled. Has the science park suffered major damage?
Well, I don't think the show could get any better. We've already got the Angeloy, the Blight, and Breaker scum in the mix. Who knows? Perhaps another surprise is waiting round the corner.
Well, geez, let's hope not, Fabian.
But the fact that you're here proves the road to the hub is open. That's my first good news of the day.
The hub base is relatively safe for now. You can evacuate to that place for shelter.
I can't leave my post just yet. We only managed to evacuate a fraction of our crew. The Security Bureau has a list of names of everyone in the science park. I've got to verify the status of their personnel one by one. Plenty of them are still in need of help and rescue.
All right then. I'll leave this place in your hands. We must be off.
One more thing. There's a colleague of mine conducting SAR operations up ahead. Her name's Eliza. You might want to talk to her if you run into trouble. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Fabian. That right there is a pretty cool intro to the map. That pan up from the team to everything that's going on. Alright, we better activate this thing. Do we have stuff we need to drop? Ah, we do. Do we want to grab more explosives? Yeah, might as well just carry a full 50, right? Alright, apparently we need to talk to Tata. Tata! Oh, should we give Tata a head rub? Oh, Enman, you're so sweet.
Aw, it looks really happy.
Calm down, Tata.
Everything looks normal. I hope everything will work out for us.
Alright, I think we've had enough interactions with Tata. Let's find out what's going on in this place. This is serious business.
I wonder how long it would take to clean up this mess and rebuild everything.
Probably a long time. Oh, there's our motorcycle, Perlica.
Save us!
Oh my gosh.
Over here!
Sorry, sweetie, I was looking at the motorcycle.
Hey! That road here's our chance! Crystallize! Get front hand! We're hiding me! Yeah, sequence!
Nicely done.
Andre says we could still make it, but every time I look up, I feel that the swirling mess in the sky is telling us to hurry up and get it done.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, Chen. I don't think that's a crazy way to feel, to be honest. Alright, so this is our first introduction to, what's it called? Farium. Now, of course, later, as we advance through the game, like, it'll become very accessible. When I first got here on my main account, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is super important. Finally have access to, like, some new resources and stuff, and I cared a whole bunch. And it really doesn't take that long to progress to the point where, like, Ferium is in ready supply. So truthfully, we don't need to come through here and hack all this Ferium down and like collect it, because if we just drive the story forward pretty aggressively, then we're going to get there very quickly, if I'm being honest. So really, that's what our priority should be, versus, like, you know, dragging it out. All right.
This path is blocked. We might have to find another way around. I mean, do we have another way around to start with?
The blight. Can't believe it has taken hold so quickly. Don't get too close. They're extremely dangerous. The rift above the power plateau seems to be exerting rather horrendous effects. These scars upon the land can only be inflicted by violent ether activities. The area will be continuously exposed to ether energy. The survival of all living beings will be jeopardized.
So, how are we supposed to get through this place? Oh! We almost forgot about you!
Dang, Chen, that's not very nice. Like, you don't just tell people you forgot about it. Well, I do. So I guess. All right. Birds of a feather. All right, Chen.
Let's hope Yvonne's designs can work.
Yes, let's hope.
Prepare to activate the prototype.
Let's activate the prototype. Is there something up here? Yeah, I thought there was. Oh, yeah, we can run on this stuff. So I think they did like a really cool job with this, the blight, like kind of a fun effect.
Go for it, Tata. We're all counting on you. Nothing happened. Maybe Big Owl told me the wrong button?
Mr. Andre is unlikely to make mistakes in technical issues like this. Perhaps the experimental frequencies failed to simulate unexpected scenarios like...
Says Inman.
It worked! Prelica, take a look at this.
Success! That's the Blight core.
Wait, Tata's not looking good. I think it's heating up.
Oh no, Tata!
Oh, it seems to be in pain.
This emergency operation might be a little too early for Tata. We must be very cautious in deploying its large area arts unit. Administrator, please destroy the exposed Blight core. That should clear the way for us.
Alright. And it's going to explain the blight to us real fast. So the bottom line, you walk into it, it'll kill you. Expose the core, smash the core. Yep, got it. There's the core.
What? The Blight's gone! Finally, some help has arrived!
Hey, I'm here for you.
I thought I was done for. Thank you so much. And you are?
We're the Endfield crisis team.
Endfield! Oh, I guess guess you people got your sitch at the hub base under control.
The sitch is under control.
Are you alright? Need any help? Thank you, but I'm totally alright. In fact, I'm planning to take our wounded to the sentry post. By the way, I'm Eliza Collins, UWST Security Bureau. Pleased to meet you.
Collins? We just met someone from the Security Bureau called Fabian Collins.
Ah, Fabian the Stinkface. That's my brother. He always calls me his colleague for some reason.
That's not a very nice, like, brother thing to do. What's going on with Fabian? He's got some stuff he needs to work through.
Then that's definitely him.
I'm guessing you're taking this road to reach the Ether test site.
Yep.
That's right. We actually wanted to keep going down the road, but...
But it seems you'll need to find another way.
Let's get closer to the cliff edge and take a look.
I mean, if you want Perlica, but you just called it a cliff edge, like, I think... You know, the issue is implied.
Administrator, the destruction caused by the Blight is truly a terrifying sight. Director Chin, can you read me?
Loud and clear, Supervisor Perlica. Everything okay on your end?
The road has been swept away by a blight flood. We need a new path to the power plateau. Do you have any details on the situation at the Originium Science Park?
Hold on, I'm accessing the information. If the road is out, then the quickest way to the power plant is no longer available. Your new path starts at this point. You'll move through the transport nexus, then the Originium Science Park, and finally arrive at the research center. But be cautious. We've received confirmed witness reports of land breakers in the area. Stay on high alert inside the science park. Once you reach the research center, head to the back and take the mountain trail. It leads straight to the logistics area at the Origin Load Spring. And just a heads up, Supervisor Perlica, there's a vital ether site scientist still in the research center, but we've lost communication.
Yvonne. We'll try to get in touch with our scientist. Don't worry. Given Yvonne's skills, I'm sure things will be all right.
You're right. Everything is getting out of control after the Blight eruption. We really need the help of every expert on the ether side.
Agreed. By the way, is Mr. Andre still at the control tower?
Yeah, I'm right here. What do you need, Supervisor Perlica?
We followed the method you told us and got rid of a blight core. However, the prototype is now overheating abnormally. We might have overloaded its systems.
Overloaded? That shouldn't be happening. Wait, perhaps the large area arts unit is not fully adapted to the Blight-specific parameters.
Oh no.
Depth readings must have changed drastically after the rift appeared. The figures seem way beyond our theoretical simulations. Oh, you're gonna look for Yvonne, right? Yvonne might know what to do. But, could you maybe hold back on using the prototype? At least until it's been inspected and repaired. We don't want any permanent damage to happen.
Understood. We'll try to avoid that.
Alright. I guess we need to find Yvonne.
I heard that you're looking for a way through the Originium Science Park.
Yep.
I can lend this to you. It will help. This is an access card. I'm sure you know how to use it. Just watch out for the land breakers when you open the gate.
We will. Thank you.
Oh, one more thing. Some of our injured crew said Yvonne, that scientist in the research center, managed to hold off the breaker scum. Most wouldn't have made it out in time otherwise.
Got it. Please help evac the injured. We'll take care of the rest.
Will do. And pass my thanks to Yvonne. They can be a little strange. But in tough times like these, Yvonne really stepped up and became everyone's hero.
So they do an interesting thing here. I'm neither, like, for it or against it or whatever. So I'm accustomed to playing Guild Wars where, like, they really lean into, like, the gender identity stuff and so forth. And that's fine if that's what they want to do. I could care less, but, you know, and when I say I could care less, I mean, like, it doesn't bother me, but I also am not supportive of it. I just simply don't care. Here, they're doing something different. When they say they can be a little strange, and referring to Yvonne in like a gender-neutral way. I don't think it has anything to do with like trying to portray Yvonne as like a gender-neutral person or something. You know, up to this point, we had heard Yvonne over like communications in like this weird, very distorted voice that was clearly like a very masculine voice and stuff. And I think within the story, they're trying to leave that somewhat ambiguous. And then we're surprised when we see who Yvonne actually is. The problem is that Yvonne is a banner character, so we all know exactly who Yvonne is. So it's kind of, they undermined like how they structured this in the story by running the Yvonne banner. And no, the Yvonne banner has not arrived yet. It's a few more days before that arrives. We're still on Gilberta. But, you know, if you look at like, you know, the news and stuff within the game, like you can see when her banner's coming up and you can very clearly see that, you know, what she is.
These buildings are incredibly tough.
The research center is the most conspicuous one in there.
So we are exposed to a new kind of enemy in this area, one that we just haven't been exposed to before. It might be the exploration level, it may not be specific to this area, although I don't think they're in the hub. This guy with the shield is very, like, boy, it works. When he is wielding it, it represents a real problem in terms of killing them.
Exemplary combat maneuver.
Now, ultimately, like, killing these guys is still not, like, a particularly difficult task, but the shield does
Wouldn't expect anything less.
more than adequately protect
High threat hostile.
those guys.
Approach with caution.
We'll probably have to fight over there. Our operators are in danger.
Oh, no. Well, let's go help them.
We getting buggers?
Here's our chance. Trust Crystalla. Take him out. Yeah. We're hiding me. Down.
Hey, Bonnie. What's going on? Yeah, no, can't be letting them attack the depot node. So this is giving us like a quick... This is the first time that depot node really expands. As I recall, there's not a depot node in the valley region, I forget what it's called, or the quarry. So this is the first time we see it. Now, it's not just useful for like generating income, which it is useful for that. Expanding the depots also expands our storage, which is really nice because 8,000 is relatively low, considering like how our factory is producing things, right? All right. Yep. I will reactivate it. All right. Thanks, Bonnie. You're a fine lass. 4,500 is a relatively low cost. And then if we wanted to, we could even, you know, it might actually be worth the investment. Oh, is it gonna...
I've seen a...
Yeah. Current depot capacity is 11,000. So when it already went up, see, it adds 3,000 in its current state. So now we went up from 8,000 to 11,000, which is a positive thing. Like, that's what we want. And we could, if it'll let us do it right now. Oh, yep, I'm here for you, Bonnie. What's going on, Bonnie? Yep, manual transport. So essentially, this manual transport thing turns us into a delivery person, which sounds silly. But I'll tell you what, I like it. I like the delivery missions. I think they're actually kind of a fun idea. I don't want to say it's like particularly compelling gameplay. It's not, but it's a fun idea, and it generates a lot of income for your account or your character, whatever you want to say. So it's like a cool addition. All right, 40,000 is actually quite a lot for us at this point, But as we get this thing leveled up and we start doing the deliveries, we're going to get that back in like one delivery. Or less than one delivery, honestly. So we're going to go ahead and make that investment right now. We're going to level this thing up. And then it's also going to increase our storage. So it's like a win-win, right? Now I don't want to spend... Why are we doing this again? Oh, because we can now do the delivery thing. Alright, so it's going to walk us through all that. I am not going to, like, stop and do all this because, yeah, I don't actually want to do that, though. So you can see, we just paid, like, whatever it was, 40-some-odd thousand or whatever, but our first delivery will get us, 66,000. So we get our monies back from this first delivery if we, yep, don't use teleprotocol, got it. We get some of the money if we start doing it right now. Does it actually have us queued up for a delivery? I don't think it does. It's easy enough to get to. Oh, apparently it threw stuff in there. Wonder what we threw in there. Who knows? You're welcome, Bonnie. Alright, you gonna leave us alone now, Bonnie? Okay, and again, that just walks us through it. And 45. Big rewards. The last time we get big rewards for hitting. So does this... Yeah, pick up goods. Alright, run. Oh, but the door's not open. We haven't opened the door yet.
All hands, stay alert for orders.
Oh, no.
Fudge. Its power is out. According to the design plans, this gate is powered by 3 electric generators nearby. We should...
Since when did you get your hands on UWST blueprints?
Oh, I
This
skipped
gate
some of the
features
dialogue. I'm
standard
sorry about that.
UWST architecture for frontier facilities. In fact, Endfield also constructed a few of these for them.
Huh.
Some of our own facilities are built with the same designs.
Thanks
We
for
need
that,
amethyst
Perlica.
parts to repair these generators, Endman. Let's make some.
I mean, don't I already have like a bunch of amethyst parts? Yep, okay. Don't I have like 1,000,000 amethyst parts? Oh, you know what? I can drop that stuff in there now. Nice. I like it. Perfect. Is that all the amethyst parts we need? I don't remember how many we need. No, you know, I think 50 is more than enough. Oh yeah, 30 is what we need. Alright, cool. So we have this little problem where
Approach with caution.
we have our goods, but we can't deliver them right now because we can't open the gate. We'll be fine. Minor annoyance. Fortunately, with the current settings, it isn't a situation where like we can't take damage. That is one of the settings as you advance, but we're not at that point yet. So we don't have to worry too much about that right now. We can go ahead and do this without
Danger up ahead.
worrying about those
Let me
guys
see
and
how
so forth.
good this one is.
Is this going to be a puzzle? Nope. Okay.
Look at these. Why would the breakers sabotage the generators?
The gate can be controlled from the inside. Perhaps the breakers were trying to prevent the UWST from sealing the gate.
Glad the UWSD still pulled it off. The breakers trapped inside will be having a hard time.
I mean, we hope so, Chen. Oh, look how it switched me to Perlica when... It's kind of interesting. Ah, I missed it.
Are we collecting this? Understood. I'll keep an eye out.
Yes, we are in fact collecting that timber. Where's this supposed to be taking me? I don't even remember where I'm supposed to be going right now. The next generator. Let's see, there's one... Is there one over here, or why did I come over here? I think there's one back there. There's also one right there.
Looks like the LBs only messed with the generators.
They've directed their attacks on key targets, and they acted quickly.
Are you gonna stay there? Nice. Alright, cool. Back to the seesaw. Let's see if we can get over to that third generator, which I think is behind the thing. Was it not?
This feels familiar.
Okay, that was all fine and dandy, but none of that was a generator. So I genuinely don't remember where it is. We got that one over there. We got that one over there, right? That's two. I mean, surely it's over there somewhere, right? Am I crazy? I don't remember where it is. This isn't even a puzzle. I just can't find a stupid thing. I feel real stupid right now. I feel stupider. Sad thing is, I didn't struggle with this my first time. Like, my first time it was easy. Is it on this side? Like right here at ground level, just sitting here? Unfortunate. Right there where we started. Now from here, the delivery should be really easy, except that in the story...
I guess this hasn't been the smoothest of your journeys.
No, it hasn't, because I couldn't find a stupid generator that was right where I started.
Come on, Fabian. They just eliminated the Blight and got us out safely.
Well, I mean, I guess you're right, Elisa.
Eliminated the Blight? Well, I've heard about Enfield tech, but didn't expect them to... In any case, you have my most sincere gratitude.
And you're welcome.
And thank you for the access card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we didn't run into many survivors along the way.
Fair.
Only a few successfully evac to the sentry post. The sitch in the park is probably not too pretty.
It's not a pretty sitch.
The crewmates told us that some escaped to the infrastation, while others were probably trapped in the underground areas.
It's a cool headset, by the way, Elisa.
Underground? But the breakers are down there too.
Oh no.
Well, we can only hope those modified devices do their job.
Staying here and praying won't do anything. Let's go.
You're heading back to the park?
As of now, half of our people are still unaccounted for.
If they live, we guide them out. If they fall, we carry them back. The United Syndicates leaves no one behind.
Let's go, as a team. Let's do it together.
This is our mission.
Oh,
you
okay.
carry a far greater responsibility. We can't afford to hold you back. The fate of Valley 4 rests in your hands.
Well, okie dokie then.
Then, we'll do our best to clear out the landbreakers in the park.
That will definitely help us a lot. We'll be right behind your team and search the areas you've passed through. Try to stay on guard. The road ahead isn't easy.
I mean, all that sounds good, but I got a package to deliver. Alright, let's see if we can actually do that without... Oh.
Intruders, listen up! This is my turf. I've prepared some serious hell for all of you. Furnished with my latest and most powerful defense system. Generation 6 Order of Steel Oath Remake! So, for all you dumb crazies messing up my place, incineration awaits!
See, so that would really genuinely leave us in, like, some degree of suspense on who this Yvonne person is. Except that, again, she's a banner character, so we know that she's like a curvy chick with a fondness for holographic pants and a giant tail.
What was that? These emotes look rather familiar. Don't they remind you of Tata?
Yep.
The creator does leave a rather obvious signature in these tiny details.
So, like, Perlica is just kind of charmed by all this because she knows Yvonne? From what I understand, that's my interpretation of all that.
Really messed up. I don't think the map is gonna help anymore.
Let's just walk around this place. We'll find a way.
I mean, true, we're gonna have to fight those guys. Slowing down our package delivery, but...
But you can definitely die! Where you end up as carbonized BBQ or drown in iridium solution. Take a guess. The answer is double whammy of explosions!
Okay. Is that really Yvonne's voice? It doesn't match with what I had in mind.
The Blight Flood clogged most of our paths. Look, that's the building we're trying to reach. But there's no way of us getting through that door.
True.
Looks like we'll need Tata to run a few more scans. I think it's cooled down enough. Huh? Tata, are you alright?
It seems a little hesitant. The previous scan overheated Tata, and it might not hold up if we use it over and over again. We need to improve our scanning efficiency to reduce the number of scans. Maybe we can find a better position and locate multiple Blight cores at once?
The Blight is messing up the radio comms. We lost Andre again.
There's a protocom signal tower in the park. We can use it to amplify our signals. What is it, Administrator?
I don't remember what this means. That tower will amplify more than just our radio signals.
So you're saying...
Oh, yeah, perhaps we can connect Tata to the tower.
Enman, did you just remember something? Like you did when you were repairing stuff earlier?
The Endman has a far better understanding of Originium circuitry compared to anyone else. Let's have faith in the Endman's judgment. We can see the signal tower from here, but the surface roads are blocked. Let's try our luck going through the underground path.
Okay. Alright. Again.
These drones, they won't blow us up, right? Get ready! Here's our chance! Terminate!
And finally, delivery complete. Got the rest of our loot and the original investment in the depot has been completely, basically refunded. So that's a win all the way around, right? So I make it a priority to level this recycling station up a few times. The reason being, because until you advance further in the story, so for, you know, at least for a period of time, my most lucrative depot delivery is going to be from here to here, which is incredibly short. You just go whoop right through there. But also, since you're going to be doing that every day, you're going to be coming to this recycling point every day. So leveling it up a couple times to get better stuff for your spaceship, like, is a logical thing to do, because it's the recycling point that you're most likely to hit every single day.
We can head down here.
Alright, let's see if we can get through this part of the story. I'm already running up on almost 50 minutes, but I would like to get through this.
The area up ahead was used for Originium cultivation.
Must be why it was called the Originium Science Park. And this is actually really cool. I think the level design here, or the environment design, is really, really, like, well done. Really appreciate it. This is a fun part of the story. Like, this is fun also.
Look, it's a trap, just like the movies.
So, and I'll tell you what I like about this, right? I like that you get knocked back, but that you don't take damage.
UWST defenses tend to be something else. Yvonne probably made these.
Yep. Don't get me wrong, if we did take damage from them, that's fine. Like I wouldn't lose sleep over it. But if you want it to be something that's fun versus something that's like punishing, then just make it fun. And I appreciate them doing that here.
Whoa!
Calm down, guy.
You're not landbreakers, right?
I mean, if you turn around and look at us, you'll see we're not landbreakers. I mean, she's wearing a sweater dress, dude.
None of us look like landbreakers, okay?
Right, what Chen said. Chen said what I said.
We're the Endfield crisis team. Why are you hiding here?
It's cheesy. They're like a boy band.
It's those landbreakers. We were still running our tests in the park when the alarm sounded. And then, we started hearing Yvonne's broadcasts telling us to assemble here immediately. Once everyone got here, those special mechanisms started firing lasers. I know they helped keep the landbreakers out, but they also kept us in this place.
Well, that does sound like Yvonne.
So, how are things outside? Is it safe?
I mean, no.
There are still plenty of landbreakers on the ground floor. There is the Blight as well.
I guess the underground is safer for now. Yvonne was right.
Fabian and Eliza are also looking for you. They should be here soon enough.
They're here. The Security Bureau have never left us behind. If they're around, the others are likely safe too, right? This is great news.
You seem to believe in them.
As crewmates of the UWST, we treat the Security Bureau as the provider of security itself. Things always get better once the Bureau takes action. The Collinses have worked in the Valley for 2 generations. Old Man Collins even took part in the construction of the research center. Everyone here has faith in the young Collins siblings.
That's great. You can relax a little. The Collinses will take you all to safety. We'll have to keep moving to carry out our mission.
So, Yvonne's the one who left all these crazy traps around.
And from what I'm seeing, they prove to be rather effective.
So, what's Operator Yvonne like in real life?
Yvonne's someone with quite a personality.
I definitely saw these lasers in a movie. Wow! These lasers can move! The elevator is over there!
Excuse me.
Let's try connecting Tata to this signal tower.
Let's do it. But before we do that, it is never too early to unlock a waypoint and rest. I said it. I stand by it. Might as well do this while we're in here. Edible den stack that you make from chromatic lipids, which are dropped by people you kill. Is this human fat? This is like Fight Club, but worse. Appalling. Terrifying. Alright, let's hook up Tata.
Signal tower is undamaged. We can activate it straight away, but I don't know if Tata can pull it off in its current state.
Well, Tata seems to think that it's a good idea.
Incredible! You did it! You're the best!
Endman with a thumbs up. Love it. Oh, Tata. Oh, sparks and stuff. Oh, no.
This isn't good. This overheating will burn through the chassis. We should call Yvonne.
Look at that, a whole body panel fell off and stuff.
Perlica, is it you? Are you accompanying my prototype? Why is it signal in the park? I tried contacting it, but keep getting error messages.
Are you Yvonne? Help us! Tata isn't looking good at all.
What on Talos is a Tata? Tell me about the prototype.
That's actually really funny.
It's getting hotter, and the readings of various modules are getting increasingly unstable. Mr. Andre furnished it with a large area arts unit. We linked the prototype to a signal tower, and then attempted a single blight scan for the entire place.
You what?
That's really funny to me too. I enjoyed this part.
I was the one who made that module, and the front end isn't even calibrated for stability. Scanning with it is a terrible, terrible idea. Send me the usage logs. Ah, I knew it. It must be that big old livery. Oh, by Talos. He wrote an overly simplistic access command for the large area arts unit. It acquired way too much unverified data without authorization. No wonder we're getting this problem. Blasted blightery. Okay, I'll fix this first and settle the scores later. That silly owl gotta write that maintenance manual now. He's got no more excuses. Come find me at my lab, quickly. And don't use that function again.
Got it. Is there anything we should look out for along the way?
Watch out for the land breakers along the way. And wait, aren't you even worried about me?
I might be concerned if you were somewhere else, but I thought the park is your territory.
Obviously. Don't be fooled by the breakers and their ridiculous posturing. They've walked right into my trap. My welcoming party is en route. Keep your eyes peeled for a spectacle.
That's Yvonne for you.
What's this Mr. Yvonne like? I'm so confused.
See, that's like the real clincher there to what I was saying earlier. They want you in suspense on what Yvonne, who they are. But because it was the game's introductory, she was one of the 3 characters in the introductory banner. And, I don't know who would play a gacha game and not immediately go to the banner. That's obviously one of the first things you're going to do, within your first couple hours in a game like this. So, I don't know. I'm not necessarily criticizing it, but maybe their original vision didn't include running 3 characters, in the banner at once. Maybe they were going to do that. Although, it would have had to. You're not going to run, just one character in one banner at a time. I don't know. I don't know how that, discrepancy happened. But a little bit of disconnect. And if you just separate the banner from the story, then you can still enjoy it within the story, I guess.
You'll understand once you meet Yvonne face to face.
I like how Perlica doesn't even, make a correction or anything there. Alright. We got to get to the front door. Can we just go up this way? Yeah, no, we got that. Yep. Cool. In other words, what that's saying is if you're on the opposite side of one of these, and you're like, I don't see the core, by using that sensor, you will identify that, oh, actually, that's because the core is on the other side. It'll give you a little bit of a heads
Did you
up.
make those drone bombers?
Of course I did. I see you've already met my Tweety bombs.
Tweety bombs?
Yeah, that's the appropriate reaction, Edmund.
Their bodies! Are they affected by the death stack haze? Stay sharp. I believe they have lost their minds. Take your end! Engage! My turn! Here's our Strike man!
Ready to support.
Not on my watch! Take your end!
Outstanding technique. Impressive. Yvonne, we are inside the research center. There are a lot of extremely dangerous landbreakers in this building. Is your lab safe?
Don't worry. Those blighted fools can't reach my place because I got my gadgets. Fixing my prototype is the top priority now. You need to take it to the power plateau, yeah? Well then, you better hurry.
We are making our way to the second floor. We should follow your guide drone, right?
Alrighty. So the enemies in here are changed from the ones in the outside, and they are more, I don't know if they're notably more difficult, although they are more difficult. It's more so that they're more aggressive, and so in that sense they present a little bit of a different challenge.
High threat hostile detected. Stay alert.
Where? I don't see what you're talking about. Oh, maybe that's what you're talking about.
Yay! That was some perfect teamwork. Strike the man. One, forward.
You guys okay?
Just got ambushed by some stupid goons. We're on it.
Shin's pretty fired up right now.
This is like a horror movie. Here's our chance. Priscilla. Take it out their hands. We're fighting. Hey,
In position.
Cast off as cast. Here's our chance. Trust in Priscilla.
Outstanding performance.
An easy victory.
Good work, everyone.
A well-deserved victory.
We got movement. Edmund, watch out! Take your edge. Get crushed. One,
In position.
Priscilla, we're fighting me. Take him out.
We made another step forward, Endfielders.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
A definitive outcome achieved through strong teamwork.
We reached the second floor. Which way should we go?
The lab is to our right, but the blight clogged the way.
So take the path with no blight, duh. I've sent new guide drones to your place. Just follow their lights.
Oh, thanks, Yvonne.
This room connects to the maintenance corridor. See the drones? I usually have them move stuff around this room for me. Just go down the corridor and you'll find my lab. There's a control panel at the doorway. Perlica's supervisor authority level should grant you access.
Watch out! Enemy above! Hey! Here's our chance! Trust Priscilla! Engage! We're fighting me! Take this! Take him out! Ready for the court! Get crushed! Here's our chance! Priscilla! Hey! An easy victory.
We fought with both courage and prudence. Excellent work, everyone.
Was it that easy?
Verify and report personal status, team.
I don't know. Do I say that every single time she says that? Have I been repeating myself over and over?
That's the control panel.
Maybe. I might have.
The one we saw at the gate of the park.
Let's take care of the enemies first.
Okay.
By Talos! What happened to these LBs?
Wolfguard is right. They absorbed residues of ether-containing materials.
Your end awaits.
Commence L7. Annihilation!
Take him out! One, forward! Thrust and take your end! Ready to support. Leave it to me! Yes, we're fighting me! One, forward! Take your end! Terminate! Take this!
Light. That stuff will eat its way through your system. Your skin will rot away, and then you'll feel real sick, puke all over the place, and suffer some serious mutt butt. Feel that? Ooh! Depth readings are rising. You'll be that. Yeah, that. Oh, and by the way, one by one your fingers will start going. Hello? Oh. Aha. You got in. That's quick. Supervisor Perlica! Oh, you're finally here. What took you so long? Oh, just you guys? Where's Andre?
He's still at the hub base. Mr. Andre told us that we need to use your machine to seal the rift in the sky. And we must get there quickly.
Andre? He still owes me for that bet. He promised to design the Art's dissemination device. If he'd pulled that off, you'd have super bobtails as your armed escorts. But he's delayed that module for 6 friggin' months! Oh, by the way, who's behind the mask, Supervisor Perlica?
This is our administrator. We're working as a team to resolve the most pressing issue of Valley 4.
The administrator? Does that mean things are looking ultra bad right now?
No one knew it would be as ultra bad as this. I like to think of myself as ultra bad. That's, yeah.
From the stories I've heard about you, Endman, if something needs you to step in, it must be huge.
Huge.
Miss Yvonne? I was really expecting someone completely different. What were you doing just now?
Ahem. I was striking fear into those LBs. Had to sound a little more intimidating. I also tried to keep the freakish breakers in the research center. If any of them got out, people outside would be in serious trouble.
But won't those Landbreaker housemates make you uncomfortable? Well, this turf isn't theirs. I know the park like the back of my hand. Honestly, this place might even be safer than my actual home. I can also control door locks and room access from here. They'll never get into this bunker. My only problem is the blight messes outside. They will be sticking around for a while. Now that my baby bot's here, I believe I have a solution.
We should take a look at your baby bot. Yep. Since it's, you know, broken.
I've just remotely acquired data from the prototype. The core modules are still intact, but repair work will be extensive and challenging. I've witnessed the power plateau incident and the rift, and they're not too different from the scenarios that Andre and I cooked up. The prototype is indeed our only way to turn things around, but you really made a mess of it.
I wish Endman had some reaction to the "you made a mess of it."
The prototype is essentially a specialized automated arts unit. It is programmed with a special suite of Originium arts that it can cast. Its arts are designed to trigger an Originium energy pulse. The pulse would then cause small rifts in the material universe to structurally disintegrate and collapse completely. Now, do you have any idea how dangerous this process is?
Sounds dangerous.
No. You used some really hard words. I'll translate that for you. Improper use won't solve your rift problem. In fact, you might end up damaging or even destroying the prototype. Are you nuts or what? Seriously, who came up with this crazy idea?
That's so funny. So I don't know what happens if you say, like, if you blame Chen or Perlica. We're gonna go ahead and take responsibility on this one. Although I do, one of these days I need to find a way to, I need to find out what happens when we blame Chen. I am curious. But we're gonna go ahead and own it.
If it's the administrator, then... Well, I'm glad that the prototype is all right and managed to help you out. I'll get it fixed. But don't do that again, please. Anyway, this lab is too cramped for carrying out the repairs. We gotta take the prototype to the repair platform at the back gate. And since you're here anyway, I'd appreciate it if you'd be nice enough to clean up my unwanted LB housemates. I was calibrating the power output of the replacement parts when you came in, and I'm almost done.
You seem like someone who works in organized ways. But your room looks completely different.
Looks completely different? I've carefully set up every corner of this room. It's like catching a moment of inspiration during science. It's all about intuition and instincts. You may rest here. Just don't poke around my stuff. We'll head down once you're ready.
I'm not really in the mood for a break.
Well, you can actually hang around and stretch your legs. But since you said that... Endman, I got a stack of vinyls over there. Pick a nice song for me.
Okay. Edmund, like, cocks her head to one side.
Favorite song? If you hit the mark, you might even make my work productivity skyrocket.
I hope I can guess your taste. I mean...
I'm betting on you, Endman.
That's kind of a fun idea, honestly. I think it's kind of cute. However, the problem is, like, we don't really have the opportunity to, like, see album covers or anything, because clearly, like, she has a certain vibe, right? If only there was a Noise Cat album to choose from. I wish if I could get that as a real poster, it would look like real cool on my wall next to, like, my Cyberpunk 2077 stuff, things like that. I think it's actually kind of cool. But yeah, anyway. All right. Pick a vinyl for Yvonne. Brand new, unopened vinyl, sure.
Ooh, that one was delivered last week. I didn't even have a chance to listen to it yet.
So if you choose the retro music, because I did do this on my first playthrough, Then she makes a joke about how it might appeal to you because you know, were like frozen for years or whatever. And then she directs you to play the other ones. So it doesn't change anything substantive. It just, there's a little extra interaction.
It's pretty nice, but also a little boring. My Tweety Bombs would probably switch to sleep mode immediately if they listened to this.
I think she might actually say that about the retro music too, to be honest.
But then again, this might be Perlica's kind of music. What type of music does Perlica like again? Music that's just like her, quiet and serene. Her playlist is just a couple of the same old songs. People say that the Endmen...
The music is certainly something I prefer. It reminds me of the past.
See? I'm right. But this music is a little slow. Having this as the work BGM is gonna half my work performance. Let's switch to something else.
So there was like an interesting thing there where people say the Endman and then Perlica like cut her off. There have been a couple of small clues, and I don't know if this goes back to the first game. I don't know who Perlica was in the first game, if she's in the first game. I thought about loading the first game on my PC and kind of try and get through a little bit of it to better understand the lore. May still do that. There's some hints, like almost like Perlica and the Endman like had some sort of relationship, or that she was affectionate to Endman in some way in the past, and she doesn't want to put that on Endman right now because Endman doesn't have memories of that. And I'm wondering if that's going to be a thing they develop later, but it's hard to know. All right, is there another option? I already did this. I guess we'll go to the retro.
Wow, your taste is exactly the same as Andre. Couldn't stop talking about you, especially when he started going off on his heroic achievements. He kept squawking about how the two of you planned out the AIC factory, blah blah blah, and it seems like he wasn't exaggerating. This music really does fit someone your age. Did you and Andre listen to this together?
Yeah, so that's what she says when you play the retro.
But it's not the best music for work. Can we switch to something else?
I've already played both of them, Yvonne.
Why don't you search the crate next to the table? Now that would be my special collection.
So it looks like either way it makes you play both of them, which I didn't anticipate that. I jumped straight to the unopened vinyl because I assumed that would be the faster way to go. It looks like it makes you go through both of them and then go to the box, like no matter which one you choose first.
This is it! Perfect! Oh, this is my absolute favorite. You know me so well, Endman. How did you even guess?
Well, in fairness, we guessed twice before we finally got it right the third time.
I listened to this song while building the baby bot. It really brings back the good old memories.
It's kind of a cool keyboard. Did you build BabyBot here?
Not exactly. BabyBot is really big. Andre helped a lot in technical verification and validation, as well as final assembly. Nevertheless, I'm completely disappointed by the colors he chose for the coding.
Yeah, I guess she would have chosen like holographic pink.
He's just like those Woosters. Their outdated taste makes their work dull. I can't feel passion in it. Anyway, Tata sounds like a pretty name. I like it. My progression is faster than expected. You helped a lot, Endman.
Well, I do what I can.
Thanks for the music. And voila! Job done. Let's go!
Alright, lead the way.
Just be careful. There are still landbreakers in the building.
Yeah, and we need to get moving.
Yvonne, Have you been using this room as a storage depot?
Oh, well, yeah. But, Supervisor Perlica, I don't need to submit a late application form, do I?
Wait, do you need permits to have a closet? What's up with that, Perlica? Alright, we should see, yeah, plenty of
They
enemies.
turn this place into a dump. Oh, I won't let them get away with this.
Ready. Forward. Take your end. My turn. Engage. Take this. Strike man. Take this. Here's our chance. Ready to support. Crystalla. Face your hand. To me. My turn. Take him out. Here's our chance. Crystalla.
Ah, where did that guy come from?
Looks like we've cleared the building. It's time to commence repairs.
Here's the control panel. Come on, let's go. My baby bot. Oh, let me take a look at you. Not too serious. All within expectations. Such a marvelous design, made by me. Andre added plenty of stuff, but the core architecture is doing its job nicely. Overload? Minor hiccup. I got plenty of ways to boost its stability. So, my baby bot, ready to run a performance test of the new components?
This is a really interesting animation that they use a lot. The thing with the arm behind the back like that. Which it's not an unusual body language, like not an unusual thing, particularly, you know, with like a young woman. But it is unusual in gaming because it communicates like a certain like bashfulness or timidity. Really interesting to see, and I tend to see it a lot with Perlica. Like I'm not sure I've seen it on another character. So like really interesting characterization there. I'm going to chalk that up as like attention to detail. It's another one of those little things that a player will notice without noticing.
You seem pretty close to Tata.
You jealous, Chen?
Keep them off Tata and Yvonne.
Destroy every one of them.
Oh no.
Break them up, real good.
So finally, and this won't be the last time, but up until this point we haven't had it, the female Landbreakers are actually enemies that we can now fight. We had seen them before in the story, but they weren't adversaries that we could actually fight. So, at least not that I recall.
Under the prototype. I know. We gotta keep Tata safe. Hey, keep this pink-haired genius safe as well.
Outstanding performance. Fire of the Oathkeeper!
Your end awaits.
Ta-da! All good. Is Tata okay now? Take a look for yourself. Come on, baby bot. Say hello, world. Look at Tata buzzing with energy. It's totally recovered. All right, guys. I guess it's time for you to hit the road. Now, go for it. Seal that ether rift before it gets any bigger.
This place isn't exactly safe right now. Are you sure you won't be coming with us?
I got plenty of work on my hands. All this data is highly valuable and requires immediate analysis. The first large-scale scan of my baby bot. Its effectiveness must be properly documented. Plus, there are hardly any landbreakers left. The research center is actually a lot safer now. So, play it safe, okay? Don't break my baby bot again. But you'll be here alone. Relax, I got it all covered. The lab calls. See you around.
Alright, what's Zahi got for us? Oh, we get to upgrade our spaceship. Alright, let's do that real... what is this?
Administrator, Supervisor Perlica, Fabian Collins here. Do you copy?
Loud and clear. Radio seems to be completely back online for the science park.
Great! How are you doing in your mission?
We've met Yvonne, and she is currently safe. We are now heading towards the Origin load spring. How about you? What happened to the crewmates in the underground area?
They should have arrived at the hub base already. And thank you for taking out most of the landbreakers. Things wouldn't have gone this smoothly otherwise.
We have established a Valley 4 emergency committee. The infrastation is now a formal refuge point in the valley. Refugees and disaster victims from other areas are moving there as we speak. The refugees heading from the park have contacted us. We're heading over to verify the name list.
Wonderful. That means everyone from the park is accounted for and safe, right?
Not yet. It's a mess there right now. Not just the park either. We have a growing list of missing people from various areas.
We'll just keep looking for them.
Yeah.
If you have the time, you might want to check things out at the infrastation. That place really needs some help.
We have an understanding of the situation. Valley 4 has been grievously hit. Disaster relief and evacuating the victims shall be our primary concerns. Endfield Industries will fully commit to the construction of various refuge points.
Thank you so much. I'll notify Nothman right away. He's the provisional monitor at the infrastation.
The UWST seems to be recovering from the disaster. Search and rescue operations are now being carried out. Endman, we should visit the infrastation if we have time. Perhaps we can offer them our assistance.
So truthfully, when I got to this point on my main account, I didn't make the connection of what Perlica was saying there with visiting the infrastation. And essentially that's another one of like the little refugee camps. That like the one that we helped earlier.
Henman's fighting style is pretty unique and impressive.
Thanks, Chen. Really appreciate you. Alright. So we're definitely out of time for today. So some of that stuff is going to wait till tomorrow, which is good because we have, well, Fiona's blowing up my phone. Oh, yeah, the Ash-Space Savage. Okay, well, maybe we'll mess around with that tomorrow, too. So the reason that we definitely, like, I welcome stuff to mess around with tomorrow is because I have a long weekend. I'd like to get some more stuff done and recorded to carry me through what presumably might be a busy couple weeks afterwards. However, we're going to hit a point here real soon. In fact, I'll show you the issue here real quick before we head to Dijon and then wrap this up. I would love to continue to promote. I'd like to get to level 60 because in order to complete Chapter 1, that's about where you need to be, is level 60, and your weapon's going to want to be at 60. Like, you want relatively strong characters. But we have zero red bolites, and obviously we're going to need 20 of them to get the 4 characters higher. Also, I don't know that we have enough proto-discs. We have enough proto-discs to get past 40, but I don't know if that's going to carry us all the way to 60. I simply don't remember. Like, a lot of this stuff is going to have to go up, and... Alright, we're probably fine there.
I recognize this feeling.
But we have a lot of work to do to get these characters strong enough to complete Chapter 1, and I'm not confident that can be done in one day, quite frankly. Which means... even though I have time for the next few days, I may not be able to actually advance the story in the next couple days. So that time is kind of wasted. It doesn't help me, unfortunately. We will see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's go talk to Zahi real quick. And let's bump up the Dijon a level, which is only going to benefit us. You know, it will help. It won't hurt, that's for sure, when it comes to all these things that we're trying to achieve. Because we're kind of... because I barely touch this account during the work week, we'll take every little advantage we can because I'm rushing when I am on this account on the weekends that I'm recording. So we'll see. We'll see how that all grades out. Zahi, where are you at? Alright, we've completed preparations for the Control Nexus expansion. What does that do? Connects the Control Nexus to a suite of auxiliary algorithmic modules. Cool, cool. Fine-tune system controls, unlock manufacturing cabin upgrades, improve our work performance, and a growth chamber. Well, that's good. Alright, I have to be the one to do this. Oh, is it going to walk us through this? I mean, I assumed the upgrade button would do upgrades, but... okay. And there we go. Wait, did it actually do it? Yeah, it did. Okay. Cool. So, well, we don't actually have to go to the growth chamber to like assign someone to the growth chamber or to get things done in the growth chamber. We can just do that from here, I think. Oh no, we have to go there to do the initial. Alright, cool. Yes, please. I really like the look that they created in here. I mean, it... so they duplicated it, you know, like... in each place, but it has a really nice vibe. It's really cool. The green glow, it just feels good. Like, this is like a fun little room. Alright. View growth. Let's stick someone in here. Throw Perlica in here for now.
I shall do my best.
Alright, let's see. Do we actually have seeds? Yeah, we do. We got seeds for... for all 3 of the materials that are currently at our level. The problem is... we don't have seeds at higher levels. right now, or can't use them. One or the other. I think we do actually have seeds at higher levels that we've gotten from visiting other people's ships, but we can't use them right now. But at least we can do something. What do we got going on here? Was that an achievement of some sort? It is. Alright, cool. Oh, didn't quite push us to the next level, though. This is something I wanted to do, too. Actually, I wanted to come in and see if I could knock a few of these out. But I guess I'll just be doing that off of camera, because we're going to wrap it up here. Holy smokes, this has been a long one. But we've really advanced the story today over the course of 3 videos. And that's good stuff. So let's do a poll. We're not going to do a banner. Well, I mean, no, because we can save those. We just can't save these, right? We'll just do one of these. Well, wasn't a waste, I guess. We got another Wolf Guard.
Catcher, Op Team Z7. My role is giving the team cover.
Why do I have Op Z7's
Catcher, Op Team Z7. My role is giving the team cover and logistics support. I specialize in defensive operations, and I'm good with the blade.
Cool. How about you shut up, Catcher?
I'll be an effective addition to your team.
All right, so that puts us at 380. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll burn those. Why not? Well, that's going to be nothing. Why can't I pull the lever? There we go. Whatever. What we're looking for is orange. And definitely didn't get that again.
Cat.
Didn't get it again.
And up.
What do we got? 2 left? Oh no. Oh no. Nothing but junk. Oh, it feels so bad. Oh man, brutal.
And
alright, well. It's a gacha game. What do you expect? Whoops.
Originium will carve up.
get a new assignment.
Does this mean we get a picture of Wolfguard? Oh, exciting. I bet he looks super cool. Ooh. Ooh. Edgy. Alrighty. We're going to wrap it up right here on our spaceship. Having thoroughly failed all of our gacha pulls, we're gonna pack it up. We're gonna rage quit. Rage quit right now. But not for long, because we'll be back. Might try and knock out some videos tomorrow. It's just gonna be a question of what we're gonna do until we can get the character leveled up further. There are some spots, so to be clear, if I advance out of the Originium Park through here and go to like the very initial part of the next map, there are some of those red bullets. The problem is that means going into the next map, and I don't know how much of the story that's going to trigger. So we may need to do a little bit more of the story at level 40 in order to start advancing our characters up to 60. And so we'll probably do that tomorrow, and then we'll also knock out some of the side stuff, including setting up our next game. So I will see you then, and until then, I hope you have a good one. Thank you for joining me.